Dog? Still alive?
Let's go find out!
After Puss in Boots came out in 2011, fans of the Shrek franchise couldn't wait for DreamWorks to follow their successful spin-off with a sequel. And after a decade of waiting, they delivered Puss in Boots: The Last Wish made a massive splash at cinemas, and the fans can't get enough of the stabby-tabby from its fascinating storyline that leaves nothing unturned to its strikingly distinct animation. No wonder the critics are calling it one of the best animated films released in 2022. To commemorate the success of the movie, we will be doing a deep dive into its ending to reveal all the hidden details and what it can mean moving forward. Before we begin, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that we can bring you more videos on the latest TV shows and animated movies.
Me? Retire? Are you the village comedian as well?
After a decade of hoping and praying for another installment in DreamWorks' Shrek franchise, it almost seemed like the gods finally answered our prayers with Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. The movie starts off sometime after the events of Shrek, Forever After, as we're united with Puss once again to the shock of no one. Puss is once again the center of attention at a party held at the residence of the governor of the fictional Del Mar. Not being one to throw a dull party, Puss gets into a fight with the governor's men, and it leads to some fireworks being set off. As if the men weren't enough, the fireworks awaken a sleeping earth giant who proceeds to locate the scoundrel that disturbed its peace. The whole town cowers at the sight of the monster, but El Diablo Gato isn't moved. He calms the frightened villagers and quickly swings into action. And we are reminded that Puss is a former fighter that gave Shrek a tough time when they first met. After Puss slays the giant, he stands to accept the applause from the villages. But the unexpected happens. The belt Puss used to take out the earth giant comes crashing down on our protagonist.
I call this one, the legend will never die!
After Puss wakes up at the hospital, he tries to laugh off the incident as he takes pride in the fact that cats have 9 lives. But his world is turned upside down when the doctor informs him that he is on his last life after Puss. Here's the news. We get a brief montage of how he recklessly threw away his other lives, from cheating at a poker game with dogs to getting engulfed by flames with the gingerbread man. As Puss leaves the hospital, he initially tries to brush it off, but he gets a rude awakening when he encounters a black hooded wolf who tries to kill him. The two animals engage in a duel that ends with Puss losing his rapier. Puss takes the coward's way out and escapes through the sewer system. But as he does so, it dawns on him that he doesn't have what it takes to continue the outlaw lifestyle. Overcome by shame, he ceremoniously buries his clothes and decides to go into retirement. To complete his transformation to normal life, Puss takes refuge in the home. Mama Luna, the designated cat lady. No, you're not. We better get you inside, because babies, they are always watching. Puss becomes attuned to the mundane life of a house cat, and he even grows a beard as time goes by. One day, he comes across a dog named Burrito, who disguised himself as a cat to gain access to Mama Luna's hospitality. As the two animals discuss, they are shocked to see Goldilocks and the 3 bears, who break into their home in search of Puss. Goldilocks and her bears are stunned to discover a grave marked with Puss's name. The grave deceives them into believing that Puss is dead, and as they discuss their next move, Puss overhears them talking about the wishing star and its ability to grant any wish. Puss quickly realizes the potential of the wishing star and hatches a plan to steal the map to its location from Big Jack Horner's bakery. When Puss makes his way to the bakery, he's shocked to discover Kitty Softpaws, who is also after the map to the wishing star. The two cats put their differences aside to steal the map, and they are accompanied by Burrito, who secretly followed Puss to the bakery. Hey, folks, I found a sandwich in here.
Hey, Puss, I found a sandwich in here. I think it's tuna.
Right, perro!
Okay, now.
With Big Horner's henchmen hot on their tails, the trio follows the map, which leads them to a forest that changes form depending on the mind of the maps wielded. While navigating the treacherous terrain ahead of them, Puss shaves his beard and gets a new sword just in time to fight with Goldilocks and her bears. As the fight intensifies, Burrito gets captured by Big Jack Horner, and Puss catches a glimpse of the hooded wolf, and he runs off in fear. Kitty is blindsided by Puss leaving the battle, and Goldilocks retrieves the map from her. Burrito escapes and catches up to Puss, who tells him the story of the day he abandoned Kitty at the altar. Kitty overhears the conversation and seeing how bad Puss felt about it, she reveals that she also didn't make it that day. The former lovers reconcile and set out to steal the map one more time. They catch up to the three bears after they get distracted by a cottage shown to them by the map. They use the opportunity to reclaim the map, but tragedy strikes the gun as Prado is captured and Puss is trapped in a place called the Cave of Lost Souls. As Puss tries to navigate his strange surroundings, he comes across reflections of his past lives, and they mock him for losing his will to fight. Before he can regain his composure, the wolf makes an appearance in the Cave of Lost Souls and reveals that it is the manifestation of death itself. Death tells Puss that it watched him squander 8 lives, but he has finally come to claim the last life. Puss is overwhelmed by the possibility of his death, and he tries to run away with the map to the shock of Brett and Kitty. Elsewhere, Goldilocks and the bears get into an argument after she reveals she wants to use the power of the wishing star to give her a human family. Flex the glutes.
Flex the glutes. I need a solid surface.
It's good enough, people.
Puss manages to make it to the wishing star, and Kitty catches up to him just in time to say how betrayed she felt when Puss ran away with the map. Before Puss gets the chance to explain, Jack Horner and his crew make it to their location, and a fight ensues. Kitty manages to knock Big Horner into a magical bag that has no bottom. With little time to spare, Barretto has a talk with Puss about the importance of living his life to the fullest, even though he has only one life. Duth makes its way to the battleground and engages Puss in a fierce duel, which ends with Puss disarming the wolf. Seeing that Puss now understands the value of life, Death accepts defeat and bids Puss farewell. Before they can celebrate their victory, Big Jack Horner emerges from the big as a giant. After eating a magic growth cookie, Horner takes back the map. But before he can make his wish, Puss, Kitty and Goldilocks rip it to shreds. The wishing star implodes, and Horner is caught in the blast radius. After vanquishing Horner, Puss professes his love for Kitty, and Goldilocks realizes that she never needed another family as long as she had the bears. Puss and his new partners steal a boat from the governor of Dalmar and set sail to the kingdom of Far Far Away Land to meet with some old friends. It doesn't take a genius to guess that we're headed back to meet Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey.
About my boat! Puss and Pooh!
This ending sets the stage for Shrek 5, and we all expect Shrek and his crew to go on an epic adventure once it comes to cinema in 2023. What do you guys think of Pussy Boots? The Last Wish? Was it everything the media hyped it up to be? Or was it just a brand new installment in the franchise we know and love? Let us know in the comments section down below.
Off to find new adventures and to see some old friends.
Thank you for watching. For more videos like this, please subscribe this channel and don't forget to hit notification bell icon. If you love this video then, like and comment below.